So, guys, welcome back to Stoked and Stroked. I'm your host, Jordan, with again, Eric.
What's up, peoples?
What's up, brother?
How's it
Yo,
going?
I'm super psyched. I don't know what it is. I think I'm turning to a new year, new me, but I'm super, this is going to be my year.
We don't look like typical us right now.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah. I don't know what I was doing. Sorry. Yeah, we kind of changed it up a bit.
A little bit. With a little changing. A little bit. We decided to switch it up on you guys today. The old switcheroo.
I was going to say that.
Oh, dude, get out of my head.
Yeah, but we're doing a little 90s theme.
Yeah.
So if you're not a 90s baby, get the fuck out of here.
Get out of here. All you
like
80s babies,
losers.
70s,
2000s, don't even talk.
out of here.
But
But yeah, today's show is 90s themes. So, to accompany that, I tried to find the most 90s thing that I had. I knew for sure I had this Tupac shirt that I just bought.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta keep your head up.
Yeah, that's what it says, Eric.
That's how the song goes. And then I tried to find my dad's old jean jacket. Dude, this shit's hot. It's pretty damn hot.
Your glasses are fogging up over there, brother.
Oh yeah, and these are my boy Alex's glasses.
Yeah, dude, I'm super psyched. I don't know, like I said, I just want to bring it in since it's our first episode for the new year.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, because the last time we talked, it was last year, remember?
Yeah. Oh.
I mean, technically, you know what I mean.
2018, first episode of 2019. Welcome back, you guys. It's a new year,
Holla back.
and we're trying to come out. We're trying to start hot, come in hot.
Yeah, you are because you're behind that jacket.
Yeah, it's a little it's a little warm, dude.
No, dude, I'm super psyched. 2019 is already starting off super dope for me. I don't know about you, but I already got so many things lined up. Next weekend, not this weekend coming up, but the next weekend I'm going to Disneyland. In February's Brody's wedding.
Oh, he's going to Disneyland without us.
No, it's for my girl's birthday. I'm sorry, guys.
He's already going. If people didn't listen before, we were all planning to go to Disneyland together because I had lost a bet with the girls. And we were supposed to go to a Dodgers game, but they made a deal with us to go to Disneyland. And now Jordan's going to Disneyland without us.
You guys knew this before. But, yo, did you know that did you see who Dodgers are playing on opening day?
No.
The Diamondbacks?
I'm out, dude. I don't care. I'm going for the Dodgers.
What the fuck?
I'm just kidding.
That's so dope. It would have been a win-win for you.
Yeah, but
yeah, you had to buy their tickets, but you would have been seeing your team. And then
Here's
if
the
they would have beat them on fucking opening day?
here's the thing, dude. For all the Diamondbacks fans out there, now that we lost
Hold on.
gold,
You hear that?
What?
Crickets, because there ain't no Diamondbacks fans out there. You fucking
Get the hell out of here, dude. With your soggy ass because the Chargers went to L.A.
Hey.
Get out of here. Shut up,
don't even know what
dude.
sport that is.
I don't even like football.
Anyways, what?
Anyways, you killed it. Go ahead.
Sorry. But yeah, and then for all you guys that know, I'm going to Coachella. Hey, I'm being a basic white bitch for a weekend. And I'm so fucking excited.
Dude, when you tell me you're going to Coachella, I could give 2 fucks less.
Yeah. No, so remember how you were talking about
I was so excited. I was like,
yeah,
I could care less.
Remember how we talked about that, about your new Nikes?
Yeah.
Your cleats or whatever, and everyone's
Yeah.
like, oh, that's cool. That's how, you, 10 times worse. It's yo, I'm going to Coachella. I was super psyched. And it's I don't know. I don't think I'd want to go. I'm like, what the, what?
dude, I don't know. It's cool for you. I'm excited because you're excited. I'm not excited that you're going. I'm excited that you're excited about it. I'm just not with it, dude. But I'm happy you're going to Coachella. That's very cool.
And I was going to invite you. I really was.
Are you serious?
But when I found out that tickets were coming on sale, it was the next day, and I'm like, he's going to be
Yeah.
oh, I don't have money,
Well,
or I don't might have plans.
Let's talk. Sounds like me.
Yeah.
I gotta check my schedule.
Excuses.
Let's talk about Coachella a little bit because I didn't fully rag. Okay,
Yeah.
this is my rag. What's up? Are you gonna do the
kids-
crickets thing again?
Kids nowadays are calling it Chella. So.
Oh, are you serious? They're calling it Cella now?
Yeah.
Oh God, fuck off.
I'm just kidding. I don't
I'm
fucking
out. I'm out. The thing with Coachella that we were talking about before the show, when you told me about Coachella, and I was like, eh.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Here, listen to this.
And I was like, ugh.
Listen to this loser. Go ahead.
Such a bully, dude.
I'm sorry.
The thing with Coachella, with me and Coachella, I had been to Pot of Gold in Phoenix. I had been to festivals before, and I've been to regular concerts. The thing about Coachella for me, it's simply just too much people. Simply too many people for me.
You're such an introvert, I swear.
Introvert. There's 80 people in this room. This is very outroverted.
You're also bad at math.
Anyways, the thing is with Coachella is there's just simply too much people, dude. For me, all those people, and then to the multiple stages, I'm not down with. What if I want to see one person here, and then I have to make sure I dip in time to go see the other person? I'm just not down for it. But what I am down for, what I do like a lot about Coachella is like the community thing where like you can camp out, you can meet people, you can have sex in tents.
I mean, you can just have sex in a tent in your backyard right
But
now.
a sex in tents in Coachella,
Fair
that's
enough.
what sounds cool. Like I'd go to Coachella just to have a sex in a tent.
Damn.
Have sex in a tent.
You want to have sex with a tent?
No, in a tent.
That'd be cool too, though. Anyways, but yeah, so I'm pretty excited. I don't know, the year's starting out really fresh for me.
That's cool. A lot
Yeah,
of plans. That's dope.
You know what? Another thing I learned too is it's something like super basic that everyone always talks about. But I started making like every day I make little goals, like make your bed or some shit.
Mhm.
And actually, it does help. Like a lot of people always saying. I remember watching like people that talk about it. And like just start with like little goals, don't fucking go
Small
reaching
ones.
for the stars. Yeah, like little victories every day. And I'm starting to do that, and it's making my day so much better.
Yeah, that's the problem is like when anybody's trying to like learn some sort of new skill, the problem is like you can't go, you got to start small. You got to break it down to little like doable pieces or else you're never going to do it. But what's like the longest thing for like the duration of how long people do like their New Year's resolutions? Isn't it like 2 months? Like it barely lasts for people.
Oh, like the
Yeah.
gym thing and stuff like that.
Yeah, like people like I think like the average duration of like a New
Yeah.
Year's resolution is 2 months.
Yeah, and my girl was saying that too because I was telling her like, cause she was saying I don't know what to do today. I'm like, well, go to the gym. She's like, nah, I'm wait till February. I was like, why February? She's like, because then everyone's gonna stop
Everybody's
going.
out.
So it makes about sense, it makes sense about right. Huh? Did you say something?
Slow it on down.
Did you say something?
No. Well, I'm stoked you're going to Coachella. Coachella, I'm excited to see how you enjoy it, and maybe you can change my mind about it.
No, I'm fine.
You're good.
Yeah.
No, I'm fine. I went to what did I go to? We went to go see Revolution, which was really really cool. That was insane.
But that was a concert or a festival?
That was a concert, and then we went
Oh.
to Pot of Gold in Phoenix, and that was a festival, and that was insane. And that was when I kind of made my mind about festivals, and I was like, oh, Coachella's bigger than this.
What's Pot of Gold?
Pot of Gold is like it's a festival in Tempe on Tempe Town Lake, and they have like a couple stages out there, and they have a bunch of different artists, like I think Schoolboy Q, Kendrick Lamar, like Pepper.
I thought I was asking what kind of
Revolution.
music. Oh, so it's like.
Oh yeah, it's a big old thing. It's a bunch of different genres, but it was cool. But I was like over it at a certain point. I was like, this is too much of a hassle.
But it wasn't Coachella.
And it also wasn't Coachella, but Coachella is bigger than that. Then not down.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm pretty excited. You know what I did see something? I don't know. It's kind of on top of my mind, but like, I don't know. So I was on Instagram the other day, and someone I know on Instagram, I don't know. I think I got them from Christmas or something, but they got guns like assault rifles and stuff, like AR.
ARs.
ARs. No, that's not what AR stands for.
What?
Assault rifle.
Oh, what does it stand for?
I can't remember. But it's not assault rifle because I always get it wrong. People always make fun of me.
Really?
Huh? Yeah, it's a
Oh,
brand.
I never even thought it was like anything. I didn't even think about assault rifle either.
No, yeah, but I saw this video, and he like someone took a picture of all their guns they got for like Christmas, and then the next you slide over on Instagram,
Yeah.
the next video is them like shooting. I think they went to like Picacho or something. They're shooting into like this like hill, like
Yeah.
this mound, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. And then in the corner of like the video, you just see like someone on top of the hill in their truck riding over. I was like, that's so unsafe.
Oh,
Like you're firing into a hill, but the truck's right up like. With just one weak ass person to shoot up.
That's like the only place I can be is like the only place I can be is like in the foothills, huh? Because like at the gun range. Because in the gun range, you can't do that, huh?
Yeah, you can't drive drugs in the
Dude,
gun
can
range.
you imagine being back there? Oh, that's terrifying, dude.
Yeah, you must have been drunk. But I saw that and I was like, that guy's not gonna make it to 2020.
No, that's fucking
Whoever's in.
That's fucking scary, dude. We did that one time. We were riding our quads out there, and then like in the foothills, and we were riding, and then all of a sudden, like we just heard like, pew, pew. We're like, what the hell? And then we looked down. We're like, are you serious? Like
What
people were
the
fucking
heck?
shooting over here. But it was crazy.
That's what's up, man. So, what do you want to start off with?
Whatever you want, dog.
What's on your mind?
Huh?
Let's see if we can do. Let's see if we can be telepathic. What are you
Brack-
thinking right now? On
Brack-
3. 1, 2, 3.
Mariah Carey.
Whoa!
What?
I wasn't thinking anything. Like I was trying to think of stuff and it was just blank.
That's because you got
You
gum.
ever-
That's
you
because you
ever-
got gum in your brain.
You ever think about that? Like there's times when like someone will, like I remember like texting someone and they was like, "What do you think about?" Like right now, I'll be like, honestly, nothing. Like the only thing in my mind now is what I'm thinking. Them thinking about what I'm thinking about. Like,
Dude, I don't remember the last time I like dozed off. Like I don't doze off anymore. I used to love doing that. Like just like I don't do that anymore. Like just like daydreaming. Like I don't do that. I just go to my phone. I'm gonna make it a point this year to just to doze off more.
I think it's not like it's funny because people try to stop doing that. 'Cause
Yeah.
I know that's like kind of like disrespectful.
Your head's in the clouds, kid.
No, it's like if you were talking to me, I'm just like staring, and then you say something like, "Oh, what? Huh?"
Yeah.
Like that's so disrespectful.
That's
like,
Alex.
You don't even listen to me.
That's what Alex does.
Yeah, he spaces out though.
I was actually thinking of Mariah Carey because of the 90s theme thing.
Oh man, have you seen her lately?
Mariah
She
Carey.
looks terrible.
Yo, she's still married to Nick Cannon?
I'd still smash.
No, she's out.
They
She's
broke. They
sliding
broke
her
up.
DMs,
or they
dude.
divorced, whatever it's called.
She's ready for this young stallion.
Yeah, sure. Actually, I want to talk about it. What was like one show you can think of that sticks out in your mind growing up?
Growing up,
Yeah, not so necessarily '90s, because I can't remember what I was doing. In the 90s.
SpongeBob.
That was '99. I had to look that up because I wanted to say that, and I was like, wait, was that even the '90s? And like the first episode aired in like 1999.
Oh, 90, I thought it was 93.
Nah,
Bob Esponja? Yeah, dude, SpongeBob was like my thing.
really?
Dude, SpongeBob was totally my thing. Yeah.
That was cool. No, I was thinking more like Rugrats, or like Cat
yeah.
Dog, or
Yeah,
Hey Arnold.
SpongeBob made like a biggest impact in my life. But yeah, we watched all those too.
Yeah.
SpongeBob second season. SpongeBob second season. SpongeBob second season. Na, 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 na.
He's like, fucking give it to me.
For everybody that's listening, James just brought me my second season of SpongeBob. This is how much of a big fan. Actually, okay,
Whoa.
this is not mine. This is actually my friend Jesse's, and I just never gave it back. And my little cousin Julian ruined them all because he was a baby when he watched them. And I messed up, and I let him change the DVDs, and he put his mouth all over them.
Yeah.
So like they got like mouth marks and stuff all over it. But
Wait, on the CD?
yeah, he like put them in his mouth. He like chewed on them.
Whoa, dude, that's a crayon eater.
Don't
right
get
there.
baby DVDs.
That's
I would
not
say
a cool toy.
Dude, SpongeBob was a shit. I always say this about SpongeBob. SpongeBob was one of my favorite shows, but like after the movie, everything went downhill. Like I always thought that SpongeBob like acted gay and he was like funny about it, but then like after the movie, I always like then I thought he actually wanted to have sex with like Squidward, like real sex.
That's you overthinking everything.
That's what I was just thinking about. Like I was just analyzing it because his voice changed and everything. And I was like, this guy sounds a little bit too.
I think they might have after like that time they might have tried to like kind of like digitally remaster with the voice in like HD sort of.
Oh, everything
in a
changed,
cartoon.
huh?
Yeah, so they might have like cranked up his voice a little high pitch. Because I know what you're talking about. I don't like the newer
It
ones.
got a little weird. Well, then they switched people.
What do you mean?
They switched after the movie. That was like that was the original SpongeBob's last like voice. Like that was his last job was the movie, and then after the movie, it was like the new guy.
Oh,
And the new guy, what does that mean? Huh? It was a different writer. Oh, it was different writers? Oh yeah, you guys can talk. Go ahead.
yeah, you guys can talk.
Just not all the time.
Yeah, but not too loud. And you want to say 3 words.
You gotta go. All right.
Oh.
Well, my best friend Alex was here, and now he's leaving. You can say bye to us, dude. We can do whatever we want here.
Fuck.
Oh, are you leaving?
I don't do that.
Later, dude. I love you. This is everybody that everybody knows. This is Alex. This is who I always talk about. This is our boy. And he's gotta leave because his girlfriend's getting him in trouble.
Fuck you. Just believe that shit, bro.
It's the truth, though. We're not even lying.
I say that about his girlfriend too.
Huh?
I say that about your girlfriend too. I think I just say that with people in relationships.
I can't wait till you get into one.
I know because I'm gonna change.
I'm gonna get you so bad.
I'm gonna change, dude.
Every time I ask you something, I'll be like, "Yo, Eric, you want a water bottle?" I'll be like, "No, I'm good." I'm like, "Dude, you're such a fucking changer."
You changed, dude. You
You
changed.
used to want water bottles, and now
You used
you're
to
a relationship.
love water bottles.
Ever since you got a girlfriend, you don't like water no more. Were you too good to drink water? Thanks a lot, whatever your girlfriend's name would be at the time.
I don't know. It'd probably be a crazy girl, some crazy name.
Growing up, would you consider yourself like a bad kid?
I feel like I was on the line, dude. Like if you rate bad kids from 1 out of 10, I feel like me as a bad kid, like you're saying, 1 is like church boy, does everything right, comes home on time, gets A's, and follows the rules as 1, and then 10 is like in juvie, never home, has a kid at 16. As like 10, I would say I was like at a 6.5.
That's still pretty bad.
That's not
that's
bad.
actually pretty good.
That's
though.
not terrible. Is that terrible? Here's the thing: is like I didn't get great grades. I'd pass. I would come home on time.
Okay.
But like during the day, I feel like I was just like a regular kid. Like I got in trouble and stuff. I got into fights. Like a regular ass kid. But like I wasn't like terrible. Like I didn't go to juvie. I didn't get arrested or anything. I didn't like sneak out like crazy. I was like a regular kid.
Yeah.
I did explore a lot, dude. That was like when being a kid was like in the 90s, like being a kid was like, it's changed, dude. Like, I feel like nowadays, like when we go to our Ita's house, dude, it's totally changed. We go to my Ita's house and before, like we'd play video games. I feel like the 90s kids got it the best the best of both worlds. Like we were on the tail end of we're in the beginning of like when video games were getting big. So like, but we still were like outside kids. Like when we grew up, like as little kids, we would go outside. We'd play outside games. We'd play regular sports. So like by the time we got to like when video games came out, like we'd play our video games and we'd go outside, or like vice versa. So then like now, like if you go to my grandma's house, like the kids are just stuck inside and they don't even go outside for anything. They're just playing Fortnite all day and watching YouTube videos of kids opening up presents and shit.
Yeah, true that. Yeah, I get that because like back in the day, it was like one of the like you could do a little half and half. Nowadays, it's like they're all inside all the time.
Dude, they're all inside, and it's literally every single one, and they all watch YouTube videos, and they watch YouTube videos specifically of kids playing other games,
which doesn't make any sense to me.
It's so, dude, I could give a shit less to watch other people play a game.
Oh my god!
Unless you're here, which is like a weird thing. Like I was watching my cousin James play Breath of the Wild like a couple days ago. Zelda, shout out to the '90s Zelda, and that was it. But like other than that, like I don't give a shit to watch anybody on YouTube play Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I mean, I like my little brother watches videos like that, but I guess he gets little tips and tricks. But still, like I'm like he just sits there.
Is that like getting the book back in the day?
You know, the cheat code book?
The cheat code book, dude?
Oh,
like for Tony,
fairs?
like Tony Hawk Pro Skater, you get the cheat code book, and you're like, how'd you get the big head?
Yeah.
I want to get the big head.
No, I never got the book. What I would do was I would go to the book fair or like to a store and find them. Book fairs. I used to go like to a book fair or like a store and
we're
find
getting into it. It's getting hot. Book fairs, dude, make me horny.
I'm getting all hot and bothered over
getting all hot and bothered about books here, dude.
No, but I used to go because I would never buy the book because my parents never buy it for me. They're like, you don't need that. Like they'd want me to buy like a book that I could actually read and learn something from.
Yeah.
So what I would do is I'd get a piece of paper and a pen and I'd go and I'd like grab the book and hide somewhere and I'd write down as many codes as I could and I'd put the book back and then I'd take those like a paper and I'd take those and I'd put all those cheat codes.
You would cheat?
Yeah,
you would just
I was
steal it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Those things were expensive.
I mean, back in the day, everything was expensive. Though, so you didn't have no
Did
money.
they sell book fairs? I mean, sorry. Did they sell no, I'm sorry. Did they sell those cheat code books in book fairs?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I remember I used to always get like how to draw books,
mm-hmm.
like how to draw SpongeBob, how to draw like anything, and those things are so funny because like the how tos are like if you're gonna draw an owl, you draw a circle and draw like eyes, and then all of a sudden it's like done. It's like how the hell did you get from here to here?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I love those. I used to love book fairs, dude. That was like all elementary, dude. Like,
yeah.
Do they still do them now though, right?
I think they do.
I think so. I gotta ask my madre.
Yeah.
No, book fairs were.
No, when I went to book fairs, I always bought I always try to get cheat code books or remember the magic box sets? Like to learn how to do magic tricks. I always wanted those. I always thought magic was like the coolest thing ever. And I would buy like little box set of magic stuff and then I'd never learn how to do it.
You never tried? You don't know any magic tricks right now?
No.
Oh, dude.
If you close your eyes, I'll walk up the room and then I'll be gone.
Whoa, where'd he go?
But no, yeah, book fairs is definitely a big thing. Did you have like after school programs or you just came straight home?
Summer school.
Yo, in high school I went to summer school every summer.
In high school?
Yeah.
How do you have what qualifies you to go to summer school in high school?
If you fail a class? How'd you go to summer school?
I think I was just dumb and my mom never told me. Okay, here's the thing, dude. No,
yeah, what?
Dude, I don't think my mom ever confessed, but I think I was like in special ed reading. And my mom never. I'm serious, dude.
What?
So like in elementary school, we had our regular classes. You know, they would like pull you out. You'd go to like PE and stuff, and everybody would go, but everybody would go. There was a time. There was like times in like I think from like 4th grade to 6th grade that they would just pull me out of class, and I'd go to like another like room that was like the size of a closet, and it was like me and like 2 other really Mexican kids, and we would just speed read for like 30 minutes. And I never understood like why I went there until like maybe like a year or so ago. I like talked to my mom about it. Like I was talking about it just like we are right now. Mm-hmm. And I asked my mom, I was like, Mom, why was I in that class? And she was like, oh, because you weren't that good at reading. I was like, so you're telling me I was in a remedial reading class?
Damn.
And she was like, yeah. I was like, what the hell?
I was in those for math, but I knew why I was there.
I didn't know why I was there. And the dumb thing was they don't even teach me how to read. Like when I read now, like they taught you how to speed read. So like my whole exactly. It was more about like how many words you can read in a minute rather than like understanding what you read. So like they would give me a page with things to read, and I would read it as fast as I could. They're like, okay, well what did you read? And I'm like, I don't know.
Good job.
I just try to like read it as fast as I could.
They're like, ooh, 20 seconds. Too fast or too slow.
A little too slow.
That
Juanito over here got 15 seconds.
Yeah,
That's how it was. You know, Hola.
I don't know how to read.
Yo no sé.
Yeah, he was like, time.
You didn't even speak English. You know, man.
Huh? No, whenever I used to go to after school programs, but because because at the time it was just me and my mom, so she couldn't like leave work to come pick me up. Whoa, she couldn't come.
Our producers are losing it back there. What happened?
Keep it together, ladies.
Oh, Jordan.
Thank you. Oh man. No, so yeah, it was just me and my mom, so she couldn't come and just pick me up, and we didn't like. She wouldn't like have people to come pick me up, so I went to an after school program.
Yeah.
And the two things that stick out in my mind when I used to go was one, I remember the after school program used to be like in the you remember how they used to do where the cafeteria was? They'd have a stage. That's also where they did the plays.
Oh yeah.
Like they'd move the tables.
Yeah.
So that's where after school program was. So they either have the tables you could like, do homework and stuff, or you could go play games or whatever.
Yeah.
And I remember one time we had to walk to the restrooms, which are outside of the cafeteria, and we were walking, and it was me and this other little girl, and where the sidewalk was, there was little patches of grass, and I remember we were walking, and I don't know if it rained or something, but it was like flooded with like mud and water.
Yeah.
And we were walking past them, and my dumbass tried to like push her, but not like push her to where she just like stumbles and like walks into the mud and then gets her shoes muddy.
Like a cute push.
Yeah, like yeah, kidding. Yo, I push her, and this idiot just like locks up and just goes face first into the mud, like covers from head to toe and just straight mud.
She planked up.
Yeah, and then she just laying there, like, oh shoot. So I had to grab her from like her shirt and pick her up, and I remember like I don't know, it was probably like 7 or 8.
Get up, Sally, you big idiot.
Yeah, yeah, you idiot. What are you doing? And so like I remember taking her into like the guys' restroom, and they didn't have napkins, so I was like, I turned the air blower on for your hands. I was all doing that and it's all drying the mud on her. Like, oh man, I'm in so much trouble.
What grade was this?
Oh, I was probably like in second. It was, or I don't know. I went to McGraw though.
Oh, okay.
So whatever grades those are, like first, second. It was
Okay.
It was there though. And I remember I was like, oh man, I remember as a kid I was like, oh, just tell him you fell, like tell him it wasn't me. And she was like kind of cool. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
dude. The minute we walked back into the after school program, she was like, he pushed me, and she just like covered, and I was like,
Shut up,
"What?"
you little bitch.
And then I just started crying because I knew they were gonna tell my
Aw,
mom,
dude.
and I was
They're not
just
gonna
like,
believe you, huh, little boy?
Yeah.
They're gonna believe the little girl full of mud.
that's bullshit. I was like, she pushed herself.
She fell. She planked.
Yeah, and then another time. So I wouldn't consider myself a bully, but this one time I really was, and I still think about it, and it breaks my heart. There was this one kid, he had like a speech impediment, like he would stutter.
Jordan.
And I remember one time it was me and like these other couple kids, and like they pushed him and he fell. And I went to kick like a Lego, like a block at him, and it hit him in the lip and busted his lip.
Aw,
And like the
dude.
teacher saw me and like they told my mom or whatever. The next day, instead of me saying sorry to him, the kid came up to me and saying, sorry you got in trouble because of me. And gave me like, I remember he gave me like this little pin, like a little butterfly pin. And I was like,
Dude.
and like even as a little kid, like I wanted to cry because I was like, yo, like why is he saying sorry to me?
It's so sweet.
I know. And like I was like, and ever since then, like I've always hated
Do you
bullies.
still have the pin?
Oh, no, I probably threw it away.
You know what?
Oh, thanks, kid. Nah.
Oh, thanks a lot, Jerry.
Yeah, but those two things always stick out in my mind. Like one, I was a bully, and like I never meant to be. And the second
Yeah.
time, I was probably flirting with this little girl.
Oh yeah, you were trying to do the cute push, right?
Yeah, dumbass.
Dumbass.
He pushed me.
That's so
So
funny.
pissed though. Do you remember any crazy stories when we went to school together for that 1 year?
You and
It was
I.
7th grade.
Oh yeah, for people that don't know, so I used to live, and for people that are listening and that are from Yuma would understand this, but I used to live on a street. It was called 9th Avenue, and I've never lived like more than a mile away from my school, so I've always lived like hella close. And about 7th grade, 7th grade, Jordan moved like right down the street from me, and it was like the greatest time ever, because that was like when we started making the videos and started making like all of our skits and stuff, and then. But you and I went to a middle school together for like 1 year.
7th grade.
Yeah, 7th grade. Oh, I'm trying to remember. Like between you and I, or like what?
No, just like
happened?
anything that happened.
Dude, I remember Trey. I don't know his last name, but remember Trey with the cornrows? I remember he choked me out one time.
Like you passed out
No, he choked me out. Like he put his arms around me and he choked me out.
on purpose. Like you guys on a fire.
Yeah,
You just like was
dude,
trying
no,
to show you
it
a
was
move.
because like one time, dude, it's because like I was such a showboater. I feel like sometimes I am right now too. Like I just like to make people laugh.
Yeah.
So like we were playing basketball and I did, remember from and one, like the spider, like when you go up and you flip your legs like over it. So I went up and like I tried to dunk it and I wrapped my legs around, the thing, but I leaned my head back, and when I leaned my head back, I like spit and I spit right in Trey's eye. And as soon as I got down, dude, I just felt his arms around me and I just went,
He's like, hey,
And then
motherfucker.
yeah, dude, and he choked me out. And he choked me out, dude. I was like, dude, what the hell? And he just choked me out. And, like, we weren't friends for a little bit.
He's like, bro, you spit in my eye.
Dude, yeah, and I was like, I didn't even know I spit in your eye. I just like spit. I was a kid. I just spit. I do things. I spit things. Things come out of my mouth. I didn't know. And he choked me out, dude.
Oh, that sucks.
I don't have like, dude, it's bad because like I don't remember too much. I remember like little things like how like we were little hoe bags and.
Not me.
Dude,
Wink,
no,
wink.
you know what I remember? You
What do you
remember when we both had English and we had that black kid Sammy?
I was that too. I was thinking of Lil.
Dude,
Oh yeah.
you tell a story. It's funny.
No,
when
no.
you
I was
say-
thinking of something. I was thinking of something else.
You're
You go
saying
ahead.
anything else?
Yeah.
So we were in we both had English together, and there was this little black kid named Sammy, and if anybody's listening and you used to skate with us back in the day, you know who Sammy is. And he's one of the funniest kids, and he was like a tiny little black kid, really skinny, wore big ass clothes, and he had a squeaky ass voice.
And he was a skater.
He's like, yeah, I'm Jordan. That's like his pitch of his voice. And one time, well, for some reason, like when we were in 7th grade, we could never keep like a consistent English teacher. Like we always had a new English teacher. I don't know what the hell was going on, but then like, I have no idea what was going on. But then one of these days, we had one of the subs that we had was like this black lady, and like Sammy. If you want to talk about like troublemaking kids, Sammy was like, I would say 8.59. Like he was there.
Yeah.
Like he didn't have a kid or anything, but that kid was always in trouble. But he was cool as shit. And one of these days, he was getting in trouble per usual. He got kicked out of class. And as he was getting kicked out of class, what was it? Miss Brown, right?
Yeah.
He's like, oh, Miss Brown, why you didn't kick me out? Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, he's
and then
like-
he's kicking out, Sammy, get out of the class. Sammy, leave. Oh, Miss Brown, come on, come on, come on. And he kicks him out, and he's like, but Miss Brown, I'm black like you. He,
Yeah,
like,
that's what I was
slams the
thinking.
door.
That's what I was
And
thinking.
then he slams the door, and then Miss Brown slammed the door on him, and then, like, I remember we all started laughing. And
I
was like,
remember that.
dude, that shit was so funny, man. I remember in that class, too, we had to take those stupid reading tests, too. Those goddamn reading tests.
Like for points?
Yeah, and go back to
Oh.
my pre-story about me not knowing how to read. I never passed those things.
God, I was so good at those,
Are you
but I
really?
didn't like to read. Like if you like, I could read a book and then take the test and pass. But I was one of those kids where like I was good at it, but I just decided
You
I
didn't
just
like doing
chose
it.
not to do it.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, but because then towards the end of the year, I'd have to read like 40 books to catch up to everybody else.
Yeah, that's
so I could
annoying
pass.
because when you're a kid, like when you're done, they don't say you're done. Like if you do the criteria that every other kid does, you just do more work, and it's like, dude, I'm done. I'm
Yeah.
done. I did it. I did my thing.
Yo, speaking of that, it's funny because I mean, maybe it's the same. I don't know. When Ambrose was little, when he first went to the first time he went to like kindergarten,
Yeah.
I remember after he finished because they had little promotion ceremonies to go like to first grade. So he went to kindergarten. After he went to his little like graduation thing, my mom was like, "Oh, like now you're gonna go to first grade," and he's like, "What? I thought I was done with school forever." Like he thought after kindergarten, like he was just done. Like, I remember he started crying. And I was laughing. He started crying. Yeah, because he was like, "Oh, what?" Like he thought that was like his graduation. Like he was done with school for the rest of his life.
This is horse shit.
Yeah, but it was so funny. I was like, no, you still got like first, second, you still got like middle school, high
What
school.
are you talking about, kid? You got the rest of your life.
Yeah. But that was so funny.
And then some of the day you have to pay for this shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking Ambrose is funny. Do you remember we used to terrorize your brother?
I'm telling you, the way he is, or the way he was growing up, like how bad of a kid he was all because of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably, dude. I remember we used to like smack him around and like mess with them, and like we would try to like we would smack Ambrose around so hard, and like and mind you, he was tiny. He was like a baby, like baby. But we knew if we smacked, huh?
Pretty much.
Yeah, kind of. We would smack him around until he got like really mad and really red because he would like chase us like a bull. So we would like smack him around. He would chase us, and he would. Why did we think it was so funny? Like even when it's coming out of my mouth, it sounds so mean.
Yeah.
But he would like chase us, and we would jump on top of the washing machine, and he would just like bang on the washing machine. We thought it was so funny because we would like
Yeah.
try to run away from him.
And he would just be like sitting on the TV, like in the couch watching TV, like minding his own business, and be like, "Bam!" And he's like,
Smack him.
"Ah!" And he just run around like.
That's part of being a kid, dude. People were a lot more physical back then. You didn't even think about it. We were just like, man, I got terrorized so bad by your uncles, dude.
Oh, they were bad.
By Tommy and Gabriel. We were actually talking about this not too long ago. So Jordan's uncles, Tommy and Gabriel, were my cousins, and I grew up with them on a daily basis. They lived in my grandma's, and my mom would drop us off there every Friday. Maito used to pick us up. Well, Fridays and Wednesdays, because Maito would pick us up, which, by the way, Ito drove really, really slow. The slowest driver in the world. He would drive us and take us there. We'd hang out with I would hang out with him. And so it was me and my brother, and then loud little me. But loud little me would always get fucking picked on. And they swear like I was asking for it, but dude, like I remember they used to fuck with me all the time. Like I used to get into fights with with Gabriel and Tommy all the time. And then I remember they did this one fucked up thing to me, dude, where like they would shove me in the bathroom and they would like whisper like fucked up stuff. Push me in the bathroom, shut the lights off and like whisper like scary shit into the vents. I remember for a while they told me if I got like 9 wedgies I was gonna die. And those dicks kept me at 8 for so long, dude. They kept me at 8 for so long and I started to cry. Dude, it was so fucked up. But that was like how I grew up. And we were talking about it, I was like, I think that's what made me, it's 100% what's made me me. Like I needed that to like pick on like kids and like now, and it helped me deal with confrontation. Like I know what it feels like to get in that situation. I know what it feels like. I feel like without it, because we have cousins that like never had like physical confrontation like that, and they don't know what to do. Yeah, like my cousin Julian, like your Tommy's son, like he's so sweet. He's such a sweetheart. But if like somebody were to like confront him, like I don't think he'd know what to do. Actually, he might. Like out of like full kid rage, because I feel like kids come with like a pack of rage.
Yeah, it's funny because do you remember for a while when like Aya and Moldy were living like at my house with me and my parents?
Yeah.
So at that time, that's when little Junior, well Vincent is, they all know him now.
God,
dude, he was like a little shit, and now the way he is,
yeah,
he's like such a grown up and like an adult, and the way he's like a man.
Dude, that kid used to run into the room with like lotion. This is so inappropriate. He used to run in the room with lotion and like flip his ween around. He's gonna get so mad at me because like all these girls like him. He used to run in the room, bald head, like tiny with baggy pants. Run in and flip his ween out, and then like run in and they run back out. I'm like, what did I just see?
No, I remember when he was living with us for a while. He used to come in my room when I was watching TV and it'd smack me, and I'd chase him. I'd chase him to the living room and I'd pin him down. And I'd like get on top of him and I'd put my knees on his arm so he couldn't hit me.
Dude,
and I would just smack. And he's like, okay, I'll stop. And I was like, are you gonna stop? He's like, yeah, I promise. And I was like, all right. And like I was like, all right. And I get off him, I walk away, and he's like, that's right, bitch. You better.
You was an asshole like that.
Yeah.
Dude, I could never think about him like that. That's so funny. I totally forgot that's how he was. He would stop and he would talk. She's like, faggot, and like walk away. I'm like, what the hell? Fucking kid. You wanted to kick his ass, but you're like twice his size. You're like, oh.
And dude, it would just always come full circle because then it'd be like, all right, then you better chill. And the minute you walk out through my ears, like, fuck you, bitch.
Because I got,
it's like,
see, like I got it from Tommy. You get like every generation gets it.
It's got handed down.
But like we don't like I don't give it to like Julian or like younger kids. Like I give him more like verbal abuse. Like I call him suck boy and stuff.
Suck boy, yeah.
Yeah. What's the story, James?
Brandon and my dad were playing ping pong, and he went up to him. He's like, "What are you guys doing? You suck. You're a bunch of suck boys."
Oh, okay,
Who
I'll
said
retell
that?
it. So Julian walked in. They were playing ping pong, and Julian walked in, and what is it?
He's like, "What are you guys doing?" And he's like, "You guys suck. You're a bunch of suck boys."
Called them suck boys and told them they suck, and called them a bunch of suck boys.
The stuff little kids come up with.
Yeah, so
instead of bad words.
I kept calling him suck boy for a while until his dad got mad at me, and I was like, oh well, I didn't know to really make him mad. Sorry. And then he apologized after that. He's like, I'm just kidding. You can call him suck boy. I was like, I don't want to call him suck boy anymore. He was like, he made me feel bad about it.
What do you think the craziest like mischievous thing? Mischievous?
Yeah.
Mischievous?
Yeah.
Thing you've ever done as a little kid? Like from 10 and under. Like between
like little kid mischievous.
Yeah.
Like because older kid mischief is a little bit different.
Yeah, but no, like something you did that you were just like, oh, like now you think about like, damn, that was really bad. Like could have gotten really bad.
Let me think. I'm trying to think. Well, growing up, dude, my dad was like super strict.
Yeah.
So there was like people don't even know that. Like you guys don't know, my dad used to be an ass.
But you guys had like a weird relationship because I remember you used to talk back to him. And like
I mouthed off.
Yeah, you'd slam the door and like I'd be so scared, like, oh shit. Like I remember staying at your house, like, dude, I just want to go home now.
I'm tough. I'm not tough. I was scared of my dad. I did that because I was scared of my dad, dude. I was scared of my dad, but he was like everything was like I was super scared. Like I remember I couldn't leave the block for a while, and like all my friends lived like in the neighborhood over, so I wanted to go hang out with them. But I remember I'm trying to think, 10 and under.
Yeah. Well, what you think? I got this one, dude. Like. So I remember, it was like during the summertime. We were living in Yuma, and I went to go. Like it was like everyone was at work, obviously, so they would take us to like one of our grandma's house, but like from my dad's side.
Oh, the one that lived on the little hill.
Yeah.
Where we okay.
And at the time, it was I forgot who it was. I had someone with me. I had one of my cousins with me, and like our grandma was both watching us. And I think we went to like one of the rooms and we found a pack of matches. like the strike matches.
Oh, I got a good one then.
And so yeah, dude. And so like we're walking around. We're literally just walking around the neighborhood, like in the same block, but like we'd go around the block, go through the alleyway, and come back. And we were lighting matches, just throwing them and lighting a match, and they're like going out. Dude, one of the times we go in the alleyway and we're walking up and down, and we see a patch of like dry bush, and we light one and throw it, and we kept lighting a whole bunch, trying to get it to light, and then we were gonna kick it out. We kept lighting. We're like, this ain't gonna work, because we thought it was like too windy. So we walk away. I remember we go back to our grandma's house, and we go into the backyard, and we're just chilling there. And then all you see is a big ass cloud of black smoke.
Oh no!
And we're just like, and like as little kids, like, what's that? And so we walk out to the front, and then we see like it's like a big ass thing of fire coming from like someone's backyard.
My God.
And we're just like, oh shit! So we like threw the matches in the trash and ran. It's not even funny, but it is funny. And we threw the matches in the trash, ran inside, and we just sat down in the living room like watching TV, like we've been here the whole time. Yeah, and then so. After like I think an hour or two go by, and then like we were like let's go check it out. So we go outside and we don't see any more smoke. The fire department never came. So like, all right, let's just walk around like nothing and see what happens. So I remember we walked around and we're walking. All you see, dude, and from the like a distance we could see like the whole side of like this person's brick walls all black.
Oh,
and everything's all burnt up, but it was like it's just black, like it was died out. And we just walked past, like, and whenever we were walking by, we were like, "Oh, damn, what happened here?"
Oh, dude,
and there was like these like little like trashy like white kids. They're sitting on the fence, like, "Yeah, we saw you light the match, and like we put it out with our feet." And I'm like, "Shut!" I was like, "Yeah, like shut! You didn't see nothing." And we were just like, "What are you talking about? We didn't do nothing." And we got into like a huge argument, and they're like, "We're gonna tell." And so we freaked out. So we like I think we pushed them and ran.
We're gonna tell.
And we ran and we were chilling, and then I think later on in the day, like it kind of just like breezed by, like we kind of just like, if they tell, whatever.
Yeah.
And then I think later on in the day we were playing football in the front yard, and then like two of those kids and like a couple other kids come out from the front yard or to the front yard, and they're like, "Can we play?" And we're like, "We'll let you play if you don't tell on us." And they're like, I remember they looked around like, "Ideal." And then we just started playing football. Like, yo, we could have burnt their house down.
Deal.
That's
so funny. No, I have like nothing coming to my mind like one crazy thing like that, but we did a lot of fucked up stuff as like kids do. Like I remember my brother hates this story, but like I remember like when we were playing baseball as kids, like we'd play baseball in the backyard, and our neighbor had like their house was like pretty long. She didn't really have a backyard, so like our backyard leaked into her house, and it was like her house maybe like a foot, and then the fence. So it was super close. And I remember like me and my brother would always go outside, and my brother wasn't like very athletic as a kid, and so I would always have him I'd always have him pitch, and he would never hit, and like get so pissed off because I would never let him hit. But and this is why he got mad, because like he would pitch the ball, and like the first ball that he would throw and I would hit it over the fence. But like I would hit it over the fence every single time, and then after a while, dude, like my neighbor, we call her grandma, she's like an old lady, the whole side of the house was filled with baseball holes, dude. And she would get pissed and like come over and tell my mom. She's like, "Your kids have made holes in my walls every single," like get so mad, dude.
What do you guys, the Sandlot?
Dude, she would get kind of. She'd get mad. My brother would get pissed off, and he's like, "That's why I sucked at sports, because you would never let me hit first."
Because every time you go to bed, hit it out, like can't play no more.
There was that. Like I remember one time, I don't know how I found out, but I figured out that nail polish was really, really flammable. And I started, like, in the crack. Like, I would put a little bit in the crack, light it on fire, and I was like, and I don't know where my parents were. And I really don't know. Maybe she went down the street or something, because I remember being really young, but for some reason my parents weren't home. And I was started with the crack, and then, like, I just did a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. And this is, like, in the front porch. So, like, right where the door's at, like, we had a little walkway. And it was all, like, under over like a little shade. So I lit it, I did a little bit more, and then dude, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna see what this looks like. And I poured like the whole front porch with lighter fluid. I mean, not lighter fluid, with nail polish, and just went boom, and it went woo. And I was like, oh shit, dude, I started freaking out. I didn't know what to do, dude. I remember like I felt like I was spinning in circles, like shit. And I don't know what to do. And I remember I grabbed the hose, and I was just like, it wouldn't go out, because I was just like flinging it back and forth, and it was just splashing little splashes. Like, this isn't working. And I remember I tried to throw like dirt on it and everything, and then like it finally went out, like, because it doesn't like go for that long. But thank God it didn't light my house on fire. But yeah, I just went whoa, and I was like, oh shit. And it finally went out, and I was like, and I told my mom about it, because it smelled burnt.
Damn.
Yeah, dude. We used to do that, and then I remember we used to go to San Luis all the time because like half of my family lives over there, and that was like firecrackers were huge back in the day, dude. Like you can get firecrackers anywhere, and they were huge. And I remember we used to get megatones. Like
I remember those.
You remember those?
Yeah.
Those big motherfuckers. They're so those and the squares. I don't know why people like the squares, dude. If you like the squares, you can't be my friend. It's like megatones are bust.
Are you talking about the ones that like wrap super tight with newspaper and stuff?
Yeah, those suck.
ones?
Yeah.
Oh.
You could fling them, but we used to steal our grandma's pots, and we used to take them from the kitchen and put them like outside in the middle of the yard. We would stick a megaton under it, and it would just go boom,
And
like,
shoot it up?
shoot it up in the middle of the air, dude.
Yeah.
But like the guy, okay, it wasn't my grandma. It was like it's because it's like my Nino's, my dad's best friend, and it was like his family. So we'd go there, and the guy was like also a mechanic, so we had all these fucking cars back there, and we'd just like blow fucking we'd blow pots and pans in the middle of the air, and it would land on these cars. Like we would do dumb shit like that.
I remember doing that when we used to go to El Golfo, like in the
Coconuts.
coconut. Well, not on the
Sticking
beach.
the
I'm talking when we used to find because there's a lot of construction all around going on. So we used to find those plastic buckets, like paint buckets.
Oh yeah.
And I remember one of them had like the bottom was solid with cement. It had dried up inside.
Yeah.
I remember we put a megaton on the ground and put the bucket on top, and that shit blew up. It took it straight to the sky. When it came, like all the cement just shattered everywhere.
Were you there the one time we tried to make a Molotov cocktail?
Probably not.
I have to tell you the story. So a long time ago, I think it was like we were like still in high school, like maybe like sophomores, juniors. It was like me, my brother, my cousin Andy, another one of a family friend, Alex and Paco, and we were all there, and we were like, it was like when firecrackers were starting to get kind of outlawed there, like they weren't selling them, they weren't as easy to get, and so Andy always has these dumbass ideas, and he's like, dude, let's make a fucking Molotov cocktail, because we were playing Grand Theft Auto all the time, and yeah, Molotov cocktails there.
Wait, is that the one where it's like it's like a beer bottle
Yeah,
or you light it?
Yeah, so
shit.
it's a bottle filled with alcohol, like rubbing alcohol, like nail polish, and then you stick the thing in there, the paper in there, so it stays lit, and then you throw it. But we did it with a 40 ounce. So we used to ride like these shitty little golf carts all around before like Razors were cool, and we tried to go all the way in the back of the Machorro and try to find like a little spot, and we're like, fuck, what can we break it on? What can we break it on? There's like no rocks. I was like, how can we not find a rock in this whole goddamn place? And we finally found like this random ass log in the desert, and we tried to throw it, and it was like a big group of us like, throw it. We lit it, and he threw it at the log, and it didn't break. It just went dang. I was like, what the hell? This is bullshit. So we couldn't break it. We're like, damn, we need to find something to break it on. So the whole night passes, and it ends up, we're like trying to find somewhere to break it, but it was packed, so we couldn't break it because otherwise it would be really fucking crazy. So we waited till like 3 in the morning, like everybody was asleep, and we were finally like, all right, let's try to blow it up now. So we were in the middle of the street, like the dirt road, and our friend Alex just lights it and chucks it like as high as he can in the air, because the dirt road is a little bit harder, because we knew it'd probably break there. Threw it in the air, and dude, no shit, the whole street like lit up.
Whoa.
Like lit up, because it was a 40 ounce.
Yeah.
Threw it in the air, and the whole street lit up. We're like, oh fuck, and we all ran back to the lot, dude. And then we're like sitting there like freaking out because we could just see the middle of the street, like the whole street on fire. We're like, oh fuck, dude, like how long do you think it's gonna take to burn out? We're like, dude, I don't know. And then we're just chilling there, and my dad walks out, all drunk and tired. He's like, "What are you guys doing?" Nothing. Nothing. He's like, "Oh, whatever." And while like in the back behind him, like the whole fucking street is on fire, and he's all like, can't even see it because he's all disoriented, and he can't tell. But yeah, we lit the whole street on fire.
Dude, we were some arsonists when we were little.
It's fire, dude. Fire's fun.
It's fire.
Fire.
No, I don't know. I thought of the story because you said Paco. I was telling you about this. We had that kid in Woodard.
Oh yeah.
Because you said Paco, so I thought of him.
Yeah.
So we had this kid in Woodard, and in one of our classes, I think it was like science class. And so I didn't know this at the time, but I guess he was real like he was like normally like constantly having seizures from like the littlest things would cause a seizure. So there was one time I was sitting behind him, and he used to just speak like straight Spanish. I remember like people used to make fun of him. I know my cheeks are too big. I'm trying to hit him.
Yeah.
It's annoying.
Sorry, it hurt in my ears. I took my sunglasses off.
And I remember like people used to make fun of him. He's just like curse him out in Spanish, but we didn't know Spanish, so we just thought it was funny and how mad he would get. He was like a little Mexican kid. And there was one time when he was sitting in front of me in class, and the lights start flickering, and he starts having a seizure, but I didn't
God
know.
damn
He
it,
just
Jordan.
starts like shaking in front of me, and I'm like laughing because I'm thinking he's making fun of the lights.
Yeah.
and I start like, look at this idiot.
Look at Paco.
Yeah, and then he just falls and he's like drooling out foaming out the mouth, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh shit.
All right, Paco, this is a good bit. Let's get
yeah,
up.
I'm like, dude, just get up. Like, are you crazy? I was still making fun of him too, and everyone's like, oh, what's going on? What's going on?
Yeah.
And the teacher comes and like she turns the lights on, and like the ambulance had to come and stuff, and I
Yeah.
was like, oh, I feel like such a
You're all
dick.
laughing the whole time.
Yeah.
Dude, I had a similar story with my friend Daniel Linares. Dude, he had a seizure and he was like this goofy ass kid, like really skinny, like toothpick skinny and a big old black afro. Same thing happened, dude. Like he was a funny kid. And he used to always like make dumb noises and like kick you and shit, and like in the middle of class. And like one day, dude, he like tipped over the chair and just started like freaking out. But I couldn't tell if he was like dancing or something, and I couldn't stop laughing until like it got really, really quiet. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, I remember one time when I was in like 8th grade, I fainted in class. I don't know. Well,
shit.
this was when I was up in California.
Yeah.
We went to like every Wednesday was like computer lab day, so you go to the computer lab for like a class.
Yeah.
And I remember we were in there, and I was so like at the time they didn't know what caused it because I just passed out, and then they're like, "What the hell?" And the way it happened was like we were in class, and I was messing with this one kid, and he ended up grabbing my arm and like twisting it, and I guess he twisted it like it almost close to breaking it, so like it kind of pinched a nerve, and it like caused me to faint. And like it's funny because all I remember is next thing, like 1 minute I'm typing and messing with him. Next thing you know, I'm just waking up and like everyone's just staring at me like. And they said that when I fell, hit my head and laid there with my eyes closed. And then when I came to, I just like got up and sat in the chair like nothing happened. I was like I'm
What
back
the
on the
hell?
computer.
He pinched a nerve?
Yeah, like he twisted my arm so far that it hit something like in my elbow.
What the hell?
Yeah, and it caused me to like faint. Like, cause I think like from the pain, I think.
That's kind of funny.
And I remember like when I sat back up and I started getting on the computer, and the teacher was like, Jordan, like stop, like, are you okay? I'm like, what's going on? Like, what's everyone looking at? And they're like, you just fainted. And like my eyes are all glossy, and like my mom had to come pick me up. Yeah, had to take me to like the hospital and I had to take all these tests.
Dude.
And they're like, what were you doing before? I was like, I was just on the computer. And so like I remember for the longest time they wouldn't let me go to the computer because they thought maybe I was having like seizures.
Oh, yeah. God, dude.
But I remember just getting up and like, what are you guys looking at? Like, what's going on?
You just passed out, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, no. That's crazy. I remember, like, it makes me think about elementary school. There's so many good things about elementary school that I miss. Ice cream socials, book fairs.
Was ice cream socials where like on certain days, was it Fridays where you can go and they'd sell ice cream at like when you're walking off school?
Yeah, you had to wear your T-shirt.
Oh,
I went to Alice Byrne.
Oh yeah, I went to OC Johnson.
There
but it
was
kinda
like,
same thing.
there was like a, excuse me. There was like a, what do we used to do? Oh, no, I'm sorry. I was going to tell you about when I got into a fight in elementary school.
Was
It
that
was
there?
like it was like my first fight. No, it was like my
Oh.
first fight. So my brother used to do karate, and
remember
like
that.
they did like point fighting, and like I remember he would come. This is when like the tables were turning with me and my brother, because for the longest time I used to kick his ass, like as my big brother does, and like we would wrestle all the time. And like he was like a chunky little fat kid, and then he started going to karate, dude. And he started losing weight. He started getting bigger, and then he started getting taller than me, dude. And he like like in karate, like I don't know why his karate specifically, like they were teaching them like how to punch, but they were punching with like their palms.
Like
So
some
they're-
Kill Bill shit?
Yeah, but it was like weird because like I don't know like the technique behind it or like why, but they were teaching kids how to like palm. And I remember because I would go to baseball practice and I'd watch my brother do karate, like because we would wait for him because I used to practice right there at Woodard. So I'd wait for him in karate and I would just watch. And one day he was showing me how to like hit like that, and then there was this one day in elementary where I was sitting in the lunch line, and there was this fucking kid that was like, he was kind of a shithead to me, to be honest. He was kind of like my bully, and there was this girl in front of me, and he like grabbed my hand and like put it on her butt, and I remember I turned around and I was all pissed. I was like, yo, what the, I probably said like, what the heck, or something like that. I was like, what the heck? I remember this dude, I was blood red mad. It was like the maddest I ever been, and I was like, why'd you do that? I was all embarrassed because I liked her, and I got super pissed, and then I went in and like we ate and like had our lunch, and I remember I was like, I'm gonna kick his ass. And I remember like I know he was always in the same place. He was always over there by the jungle gym, like by the swings. After I'm done eating, I'm gonna go kick his ass. So I thought about it, and I was like, how am I gonna do it? Am I gonna come up? Am I gonna like tackle him? Am I gonna hit him? And I remember I was pissed, dude. I was like trying to tell everybody. I was all mad, dude, and I was pissed. So I walk up to him, dude, and I was just like pacing to him. I was like, and I was like, And I get up to him. I remember he was getting off the swings. It was like a movie, dude. Like, he wanted to laugh at me, so he, like, gets up and comes to me to, like, laugh at me. And as he's coming up and getting up to laugh at me, I'm like, and he's taller than me. I get up and I just, like, lunge my palm at him and I palm him in the face. And he, like, just gets, like, he falls and he gets down and then he choked me out.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, he knew how to fight. I didn't know how to fight. My brother knew how to fight. But I palmed him and then he punched me back and he kicked my ass.
Yeah, you just getting choked out all through school.
I know, dude. I got punked. And then, but the thing was, is, like, it didn't end there. Like, I thought, like, it was a fight, whatever. I honestly don't even. I think we, like, wrestled a little bit. Anyways, like, it ended. They like, split it up. But then there was a fucking rumor about me that I slapped him because, like, I hit him like this, like, open-handed. And, dude, I was so embarrassed. She was like, I can't believe you slapped Michael. And I was like, I didn't slap him. I punched him. And then everybody's like, you slapped. That's how you fight. And I was like, are you guys serious? And I was like, are you kidding me? I was like, nobody saw what he did to me in the lunch line. I was like, I didn't slap him. And everybody thought I slapped him.
Tables just turned on you.
So then I had to learn how to fight.
Obviously you didn't, because you got choked out in middle school too.
That was because like, they didn't tell me about it.
Spitting on kids.
And then I fought again after that. Didn't I fight Tanner?
You almost did, because he thought you were talking, which you were, but he thought.
Hey,
he
man, that's not my fault.
He didn't know.
Cuff your lady, bro.
Yeah, you were talking.
Cuff your
to
lady.
though. You were a piece of shit, dude.
Dude, I was.
And he was like your best friend at the time.
He was not my best friend.
You guys were pretty. He was coming to your house every day after school.
It's not me. Doesn't mean he's my friend.
Damn,
Just
dude.
come hangs out, dude.
Whoa, you hear that, guys?
Just kidding, dude.
That's
No, then I learned how to fight in high school. Actually, I don't think I ever really learned how to fight. I think I just got coordinated.
I got into like probably 3 fights in my entire life.
Really?
Yeah. Though, and then I think one of the fights I got into was because I think it was like a freshman or sophomore, and it was a junior or senior. It was like the first time I ever been bullied. I never really got bullied, 'cause I was always like one of them kids that just got along with everybody, and like I never made fun of any, like, growing up.
Were you loud? You weren't a very loud kid, huh?
Not really.
I feel like I got bullied because I was loud. I was like, just shut the fuck up, kid.
No, you know what I do remember though? When we went to school together, I can't remember the kid's name, but it was he was this one bad kid, like this white boy. And he used to always go to like juvie. Like, he was always in juvie like every other week. It was always him, like 3 other guys. They look like little rednecks. But I remember one time, I went to use the restroom and him and all his buddies were in there. And I knew you guys were just outside. Like, it was right before we were about to go into class. Yeah. And I ran in. I called them like a bunch of like faggots or gays or something. And I ran back out. And they followed me out. And like I ran to you. And like it was like you, Tanner, and like I think like
me?
Cody King. Yeah, and I ran out to you guys, and I'm like, yo, they're trying to fight me, they're trying to fight me. And then you guys just turned around and, like, defended me, but not knowing what I had done.
I'm getting, like, small glimpses of this now.
Yeah, and I just remember that, like, I would just, because I knew you guys had my back, so I was just like, you guys are gay. And then I just run out.
talking shit.
Yeah, and they,
like junior?
I pulled a junior, and they would just chase me, and I was like, dude, they're going to fight me, and you guys would just turn around like, yo, what the fuck are you trying to do? And like, no, he came in here, he called me gay, and like, get the fuck out of here. Like, it was like a bunch of us and like 3 of them. And I'd be in the back like, yeah, tell him.
Yeah, tell him.
Oh, no, I
dude,
remember
so
that.
Funny. Yeah, dude, kids are way more physical. Did you guys? Is there a lot of fights right now? Yeah, right. In high school now.
Well, my freshman year, yeah, but not anymore.
Freshman year, people don't really fight that much anymore, huh?
Yeah, dude. When I was in 7th grade, I remember on campus at all times we had a probation officer and a police officer.
They got bad, huh?
You remember?
Yeah.
There's those 2 white guys. One of them ended up being the wrestling coach.
Dude, it was so bad in elementary school. Like, remember we had like was it a Dare Bunny?
What?
I think it was or something like some sort of bunny thing.
Oh, the drug thing?
Yeah, I think it was a Dare Bunny. Like some kids that I knew jumped it. They like kicked his ass. Like, they came up and socked it in the back of the head, dude, and they kicked their ass. And I remember that shit, and my dad's like, you can't hang out with him anymore, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, why not? He's my friend. He has a motor scooter. And I was like, are you serious?
You're just using it.
Yeah. I was like, he has a motor scooter. What do you mean I can't hang out anymore? But, yeah, dude, it was bad.
No, I used to do stuff when I was younger, like, just to try to look cool or be cool.
Oh, I still do that.
Oh, do you?
No.
You're
Some
trying to
stuff.
win the hearts and minds.
I do things to make people laugh. Like, I want to make people laugh. Like, that's like I'll do something silly to make someone laugh.
Yeah.
Like today, I tried to do a cartwheel kick at my expense, and I like pulled my groin.
Damn, dude.
I was trying to make somebody laugh.
Who's laughing now?
It's like, ah.
When was the first time you saw porn?
This is moving way away from 90s.
No. Well, I guess maybe we don't have the same
Dude,
story.
the first time, I remember the first time. Man, this is funny. Dude, my porn journey is kind of funny. So I remember the first time I watched porn is like we had our computer. Our house was fucking weird. So like our computer room was like an open room connected to the kitchen, and then to the kitchen there was a hallway where all the rooms were. Mm-hmm. And this was like, I remember. I don't know how I stumbled upon it, but I remember. Wait, watched it or just like
Like the first time you ever experienced porn.
Oh, never mind. That's a lie. So the first time I actually watched porn was at my grandma's house, at my Ita's house.
Mm-hmm.
So, and everybody knows this in my family, and in the family. I don't know if you do, but everybody knows this. Like Gabriel, like Uncle Gabriel and Tommy, they all know this, and I hope they're laughing as they listen to this. So, and Gabriel's gonna get mad at me. He's, oh, dude, yes, this was the first time. So the first time I remember now, dude, because me and Andy were fucking savages. So, so we would go, like I was saying earlier, like we would go to my grandma's like every Wednesday and Friday, and as kids, like when I started, like my hormones were starting to flare up. Like I don't know how, like I just started realizing, like for some reason we found out that Gabriel had porn in his room, and there was 2 places he had porn. It was a myth, and we were trying to find it. I think somebody told us they had porn in his room. And you know what? I think we just found it because we were just like curious-ass kids. We would just snoop around, and we found it one day. And so we found the first time we found porn was we knew that Gabriel always had this box in with all of his stuff in, like the stuff that girls, like notes girls would write him, pictures and stuff. We like knew he had it. And Gabriel was like a Mac Daddy. And so me and Andy, I'm pretty sure it was me and Andy, or probably just me. I would go in there, and we would always go look. So we'd see pictures of girls, and we're like, oh, my God, it's girls. We'd see notes. We'd just snoop and shit. And then one time, dude, we went in there, and we fucking found porn, dude.
Like magazines?
I think it was like, so I think the first thing they had was like porno that my uncle had, which is like a cartoon porn. When like the boobs were super big and like
They had that back then?
yeah, dude, they had like
What
cartoon
the-
porn, and I remember seeing it and like right away, dude, I remember like like all the brain from my brain went all the way to my ween, and I was like, oh, and I went down and I was like told Andy about it, and I remember we found porn, dude, and then from there it was like the floodgates were open, and so like we would like ravage Gabriel's room and he wasn't around, like because we would get dropped off there, then I would try to run to his room and try to find all his porn. And just like look at it. Like I wouldn't even beat off to it. I would just like look at it. And I would just like look at it. I'm like, oh my God. And I started finding it, and I would go in his closet and try to find it, and I would find it, and then like it was magazine, like little comics turned to magazines. Magazines turned into like, dude, I remember I was such a savage for boobs. Like when I'd go to Hastings. Remember Hastings?
Yeah.
Hastings, at Hastings they used to have a magazine section, and the porn mags were like right there with like Sports Illustrated, but they were in a black bag.
Yeah.
Dude, I would go up as a kid and like I would go buy CDs with my mom, just rip to see a tit and then run. And I'd go and I'd have to put my hand in my pocket because my ween flared up, and I would just have to go, and I'm like, what?
Push it back down.
Push it back, go away. Flip it up into my waistband. But dude, I remember like I was starting to find it, and then like it finally started and then it goes to when we finally got a computer, and I started Googling these things that I found on the magazines, and like I remember like I would sit right there, and then I realized that like after a while, then I can actually start beating off, and that was like when all that started.
That's what's funny is too, like around that time, like it's funny because we didn't know how to like jerk off.
I do.
You know what I'm saying? Like we just get like boners, like oh dude, like I don't like what do I like? You didn't know what to do with it, but you knew like something was happening.
It's funny how instinctual and like primal in our DNA, like masturbating is.
There's like
you
monkeys.
just know what to do.
Yeah. You're like no, I feel like we're just like doing stuff to it. And like well, that's not working. This isn't working,
no, dude.
and then you do something like oh, I think I feel
this
something.
is getting so private, dude. But whatever, because this is an entertainment show. When I was a kid, dude, there was like this little massage. There was like this little vibrating. Oh my gosh, dude.
Yo, just heard him say because it sounds bad. You're talking about vibrators.
So there was like I think it was like a pillow, like a massage pillow.
Did you fuck a
Oh,
massage
my
pillow?
mom's gonna listen to this. There was like a massage pillow that we had, and it vibrated. And I remember around this time, I thought about putting it on my ween, and I put the massage pillow on my ween. And I had never. This is before I knew how to like actually jack it.
Yeah.
I just knew it felt really good. So I like got the massage pillow on while it was still in like the little casing, and I would like put it on my ween and wait until like it
got
happened, and wait till I would like jizz. Because I didn't know what jizzing was.
Yeah.
And I remember the first time like I put it there too long, I was like, what's happening? And I was like, and I was in my room, and then I got it. I like ruined the massage thing.
Yeah, obviously.
And it got all messed up. So then like over time, like, and I realized I can do that. Like when you realize like you can jizz, you're like, what the fuck is this thing? I want to tell somebody, like, I don't understand what this is. Is this magic? I don't know. I was like, I don't understand. And I didn't want to clean it up, and I freaked out, dude. And my room was right next to the bathroom. So I just like looked around and like ran in the bathroom and like cleaned it up. So I like ditched the pillow and I probably like, to be honest, like an hour later, like I went at it again.
Damn.
But like, dude, but I was scared, but I didn't understand it. But I threw away the cloth part and just kept the plastic machine part, and would just, God damn it, I would just instead of using like the massage thing, I would find any piece of cloth, wrap the cloth around my ween, and just turn it on.
Oh my god,
dude, I had a thing, and I would hide that thing under my bed. And one time, my friend Stefan found it. He's all, "What's this thing?" I was like, "Nothing."
And it's just a pillow. He's like, "All right, chill."
It's my ween vibrator.
Yo,
dude, and that's how I started. That was my puberty.
I remember the first time, like,
Look at me now,
just jerking off left and right now,
jerking off all the
knowing
time.
what you're doing. Now I remember the first time.
Oh god, I can't believe I just told that.
I remember the first time I found this. I don't know what I was doing. I think I was snooping around my parents' room. I don't know what I was doing, and I found like a tape, a VHS. It was a VHS, and I don't know. I just was like curious, so I popped it in, and it was like one of the ones you record on, so it had like a lot of film on it, and I put it in, and it's just boobs, and it was like a Girls Gone Wild tape.
Oh,
but like if you like, it was, I don't know, it was probably like 5 hours long.
you got hit hard.
Yo, because if you were to fast forward, it'd go from like Girls Gone Wild to like straight porn to like it had different like things,
You had
just
the
a bunch of
tapes?
but it was like one tape, and it was like someone just made like a mixtape of porn on this VHS. And I remember I used to watch it, and like I said, at the time I didn't know what to do. Like I would just get a boner, like, well,
Where would you watch it though? Like
in my room. But I'd wait till like my mom and my dad were at work, and at the time it was just me and Sky, but Sky was like with his mom.
Yeah.
So like when no one was home, I get home from school, early or something, and I just go and just pop it in, just watch it, and like not even like I wouldn't know what to do. I just kind of watch, like, damn, this is cool.
Oh, yeah.
And then I never, and my dumbass would never put it back in my parents' room. So for the longest time, I would just hide it on my top in my drawer where my underwear were.
and they knew you
on
had
top.
it.
Yeah, well, no, and I remember like a couple like weeks would go by, and one time my mom was like, "Have you seen? There's this tape that was in my room." I'm like, no." I'm like, "What did it have on it?" They're like, "Nothing, but we're looking for it." I'm like, "I don't know." And so I guess, and so obviously she used to do my laundry, so she was putting my underwear, and she found it. And I remember she like, and I still kept lying. She's like, "So you don't know where the tape is?" And I was like, "No." And they knew, they had
That's
the tape already, and
so
they knew.
funny, dude.
And they still like, they made fun of me, like, "Oh my god," and they like told everybody.
Yo, when I'm
kinda bad.
your parents are dicks. They
I
tell
know,
everybody.
but I didn't care though. I was like, "Yeah, so what?"
When I have kids, dude, it almost makes me want to like hide like physical porn around instead of like having. Dude, it's fun to find.
No, I know, but
Like you know
okay,
what I mean?
like a fun thing.
Yeah, like and like just leave one. If I have a boy, I don't know. I feel like girls. I haven't thought about it, but like if I have a boy, like I knew how I did it. I kind of want the same thing. Like he finds it, because if like, by that time they'll have like the internet and stuff. But I kind of want them to find like a physical thing that they just like. And then like that, I want that to happen to be like, so you don't know where the magazine is?
Yeah.
Like, no, I don't know what magazine. I don't even know what a magazine is. Magazines are real. They have those things. Those things
What?
are ancient.
Yeah.
I can just look at my magazine on my thing. It's
And my ebooks.
in my ebooks. Oh man, that's so funny.
Have you thought about when you have kids how you're gonna give them the birds and the bees talk? Did you have it? Did you ever got it, or you just kind of
Dude,
like learned on your own?
I remember my parents bringing it up, and I laughed, cause like I didn't,
yeah.
dude. For some reason, like with confrontation or any sort of like if it's physical or like intense, like if it get nervous, I start laughing. And I remember my parents, like, I remember being in their room and my dad was like trying to say it. I just started laughing because I was like, and I just walked out. Like, I don't ever really got it. I think porn did it for me. Like the internet did it for me. And I figured it out. And I was like, I really don't remember like even finding out like how like babies are born. Like, I don't remember that conversation, but I do vividly remember my dad trying to talk to me about sex and I started laughing.
No, man.
But I don't know how I'll break it. Maybe,
I'm just gonna show him porn.
I think I am too.
Sit down, kid. Watch this.
You burn your eyes.
Just scare him forever.
What is this?
No, dude. Growing up, my dad just told me like he was super blunt about it. Like you do this, and then you go. Like you come in her, she's having a baby. Like that was always my mindset. Like, oh man, if I come inside of her, she's first time she's having a baby.
Yeah.
So like that was always my mindset. He gave me like a legit like. It wasn't a legit talk like, oh, this is what happens. No, it was just like, he would like talk to me rough, like, you're going to fuck. And you're gonna do this. Yeah, and I'm like, okay, Dad. And he showed me with the whole banana thing and everything, dude. And I was like, all right, cool. He's like, you put it at the top and you roll it down. I'm like, okay.
How old are you?
Dude, I was probably like 7. I was like, where am I supposed to put this condom? What is it going? I don't have anything that goes on.
That thing doesn't fit.
You got a smaller one, Dad?
It's too big.
Imagine like, this. You got anything left for this? Anything back there for fits this?
I saw one at Peter Piper.
Yeah. So like my dad would just like this is what's gonna happen. So, but me growing up, like now that I'm getting older, and like if and when I have kids, like I'm still thinking about like how I'm gonna do it. I think I'm just gonna do it like that too, because I grew up like it wasn't like I was scared of sex. It's like he gave me just like this is what's gonna happen. You got to be careful and all this stuff.
Understand it.
Yeah, and even though I was so young, like I knew it. And growing up, like I wasn't, and then I never had that. Like I was like I wouldn't say childish, but like when people talk about sex, I was like, oh, that's cool. Like I wasn't like I could be like 10 years old talking about sex and not laughing. Yeah, people would be like, oh, I saw titties, and I'm like, oh, that's cool, and everyone started laughing. And then like I was the weirdo because I'm not laughing.
You're not laughing.
I'm like,
yeah.
why? You guys are fucking laughing at titties?
You guys are
Titties
weird,
are
dude.
cool, man. I was 10 years old. Titties
Tits
are my
cool.
thing. Yeah, and now I'm a butt guy. Who knew?
I did.
Oh, and then another thing too is I remember when before like my dad would talk about like sex and stuff, my mom was like, I remember this one time she was like, hold on, before you keep going, Abraham, that was my dad's name. Before you keep going, Abraham, we gotta let him know if he grows up and he decides, you know, he might not like girls, maybe he likes boys.
Maybe the gay talk.
It'll be okay. And I was like, Mom, I'm not gay. And my dad's like, no, fuck that. Like if he's gay, we're kicking him out of the house. And I was like, Dad, first off, why? Secondly, Mom, I'm not gay, so you guys got to worry about that. But I just remember my dad saying that, like, no, fuck that. If he's gay, he's out the house. I'm like, oh, shit.
But I'm not gay.
Yeah, and now I don't want to be gay.
That's so fun. Maybe I'll give like an elaborate presentation, like just try to make it funny, like to take the edge off.
Super dad
Like
joke.
to make, yeah, super like go overboard, like
Yeah.
make it real awkward,
Oh, God.
and try to make a kid.
You're going to be like one dad that, like, they're going to be, like, 15, and you're going to, like, it's time for the talk. And they're like, we already fucked
We already
Dad.
know. Sit down.
We already had sex.
I'm gonna do it late. I'm gonna do it too late.
When they're 21.
I'm gonna do it when like my age.
Now that you're old enough to buy beer, I think it's time we had the talk.
Are you gonna give me the sex?
Dad, you
talk?
know I got a 2-year-old kid, are you right?
Hold on, wait, I gotta go change my kid's diaper.
What, you have one of those? How'd you do that?
Let's do that. I didn't know.
Oh, and I remember that one. I was like, I'm not gay.
I think I'll do that one, man. It's so funny how we were like gonna talk about the '90s, but I think growing up being a '90s kid is like even funnier.
I think that's
man.
the '90s
I think
mindset.
it's so funny. Not saying like we didn't or like should have, but it's just funny. Like as we had this conversation has gone on, like thinking about like childhood and like comparing it to like our cousins' childhoods, and it's like very much different. And granted, I don't know what's going on in the day in the life of like Julian or like Dominic or any of them, but
YouTube videos.
yeah, YouTube, yeah. But maybe like when they're our age and they make a podcast, they'll say like these fucking dumb fucks that we were doing nothing and we were like, oh,
They just have savage ass things
this is savage ass things
running
that
like a
do that.
sex ring in Yuma somewhere
Sex
downtown.
ring.
Pay
You
my
never-
money,
you
bitch.
never- you
Like
never
little
know.
pimps.
Little pimps, like baby geniuses.
Yeah,
Oh god.
that's just a disguise watching YouTube videos. Little do we
this-
know, like,
oh, what if
when we're
it
done.
is, dude?
no, they're fucking.
No, they're in
nerds.
there all day.
fucking
they're in there
losers.
all day, dude.
No. It's funny because I want to switch to this next, but like the
Yeah.
way we're branching off is terrible. We're talking about like porn and sex, and then we're gonna go to 90s Disney movies.
Cinderella.
No, but actually, I made 2 brackets. I actually made a few of them, but
Yeah,
we're
we
just we're just
chose
gonna,
2.
Yeah, these are like the 2 the best. So I did a 90s Disney movies bracket,
You guys will like this.
and then a 90s MTV shows bracket.
Basket.
No basket.
Nebraska.
No basket. All right, so which one do I do first?
What do you guys think? 90s movies or 90s
Disney
MTV
movies or
shows?
MTV show?
Oh, Disney.
None of them.
All right, we'll finish with Disney.
Say the best for last.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
All right. So me and Jordan have these brackets in front of us, and we're gonna read them off. It's almost, well, I was gonna say it's almost like a bracket, but it's a fucking. I'm an idiot.
It's 8 TV shows.
8 TV shows. How do you want to do this?
So we'll do from the so we'll read them off. So we got Viva La Bam, Punked, Parental Control, Room Raiders, Celebrity Deathmatch, Beavis and Butthead, Jackass and Wild Boys.
Did you guys watch all these?
Any of these?
Okay, cool. You're
Oh,
not
yeah,
you're
they
not
still
that
have it,
young. Okay.
But you guys don't remember Parental Control or Room Raiders? You remember Room Raiders?
You guys didn't watch Roommates?
Next. Remember Next?
Oh, dude, Next was
Remember
so
like the
fun.
kid? Remember the guy would walk out of the bus and it'd be like, draws giraffes, plays guitar, and still calls his mom
Yeah.
mommy. Like it'd be like the weirdest things. They'd be like, and like the minute they'd walk out of the bus, they'd go to see the girl and they'd be like, next. It's like, well, fuck you, then,
You
bitch.
guys never seen these shows? Dude, it was I like
get
how
a
they
little
never
synopsis
seen it
of it?
because so like Next was like that. And it was so fucked up because like that's like literally the worst thing that can happen to you.
Yeah.
As soon as you walk out the bus, like because they give you like
They would
this,
just see you.
they give you this crazy intro, like he was saying, and then like you can walk out all confident and shit, and the girl can be like, "Nah, next," and then just call next.
It would always switch. It'd be like one guy and like 4 girls on this like big ass bus, or it'd be like one girl and 4 guys in the bus. And so like it would be the guy or the girl trying to find a person, and they just walk out, and then the minute they'd walk out, like right before they stepped off the bus, like it'd pause them and it'd show little like attributes of what they like. But it was always like cheese, like it was stuff that wasn't real. And it's always funny because like, and then the minute they walk out the bus, the girl would see them and be like, "Next," and they're just like, "Oh man,
Yeah, like, oh, and they get mad at the girl, like they would flip her off and like get all pissed.
fuck this bitch."
You guys you guys didn't watch Room Raiders either?
Oh,
Dude, Room Raiders is so funny. So they'd get like they would get like the 3 contestants. Say it's like a girl, right? A girl's hosting it, and they would grab 3 guys. Like it's so fake, but it's like in retrospect, but it's so funny. So like say like you were the host, whatever, and then you have like 3 guys. They would go grab the guys and pull them out of their house. Like they would break in, pull them out of their house, be like,
Yeah.
"Let's go." They're like, "What's going on?" Blah blah. Someone
Yeah.
have like their shirt off or like no shoes on, and they throw them in this van with 2 other guys. They're like, "What the hell? What's going on?" And now that I think about it, it's like
totally staged.
totally staged, but really fucking weird. Like, what if that really happened to you? That's how you would react.
I remember like when I was watching it, I'd be like, "What if they just knocked and no one answered the door? Like, what if they weren't home?"
That's why it's like now watching it, it's totally staged. But they'd pull them, and then they would put a TV in the van, and then these guys would watch the TV, and it would show the girl.
And they'd be like, "Whoa!"
And they'd be like, "What the hell is this girl?"
All
And, they were
cheesy.
like, and they were saying that like the girl was gonna raid their rooms. So like the girl and the whole point is so like she would pick one of the guys to go on a date with based on the room.
But they were supposed to catch him off guard. So like, and then so like they wouldn't have time to clean the rooms or nothing. So however they left it was how she was gonna see it.
It was so funny.
It was
And, like,
so
there's-
stupid.
That was funny when they pull them out because they'd be like half dressed, but like every single show there was always some. Oh, here's the thing: is the girl gets a black light because every
Oh,
single
yeah.
guy episode, there's guys they would try to find like jizz marks.
Like
In the
stains,
room,
yeah.
they would try to find stains and shit. They'd be like stains in the weirdest places. It's so funny because like that's the part that everybody wanted to watch. They're like, pull out the black light, pull out the black light.
That shit was
And
everywhere.
she'd pull out the black light, and like she would do it, and then she would pick one of the guys.
You know what's funny is me as a kid when I used to watch that and I used to see like the stains on the beds. I was like, I didn't think anything about jizzing. I thought it was like because he slept with his mouth open and he slobbered on the bed.
that guy
or something.
slobbers a lot.
Yeah, I was like, damn, that guy sleeps with his mouth. Like that's all I ever thought it was.
As a young kid,
Yeah, but it was always so funny because they would always like you could tell they were making it like drama because the guy would go like the guy would go in a girl's room and he'd be like super clean and proper and everything would be like and they used to put remember they used to put on like a white
they put
white cotton glove.
She would have a briefcase of stuff.
Oh yeah, and it'd pop up, and it'd be like tongs to grab like some guys' underwears or
Yeah.
it'd have like a white cotton glove, and she'd go like this to their counters, like, "Oh nope, he's dirty."
dirty. Yeah, it's so
And it was
funny.
so stupid.
You guys have to watch it. Like, find
Yeah.
it on YouTube. It's so funny.
And the
dude.
best was when like it'd be like a clean room, and they're like, "Well, there's nothing here," and then right when she's walking, she's like, "Wait, what's this?" And it'd be like behind the door, it'd be like a box of like porn or
Oh,
like
yeah.
like a glass thing of dildos. It's like, what? Like, and you're just gonna find them in the back of the door, like, "There's nothing here."
Like in retrospect, it's totally staged,
big time, but
but
they always
it's-
made it seem like they caught him off guard.
but it's so funny. And they do it like with guys and like 3 girls too.
But anyways,
You guys
that
haven't
was,
watched
that
that
was a
show.
good show.
Is that on here? Oh, it is.
yeah, it is.
It didn't make it very far on my list
No, it didn't.
based on the other ones.
All right, so let's start this thing then. So
Let's do it.
for the first round, we got Viva La Bam versus Punked. Who you got?
Oh,
Is
dude,
that even-
anybody that watches this show knows that Viva La Bam passes for me.
Viva La Bam. But you know what? Punked is pretty up there because it was a cool show.
Dude, Punked was fun. You know what's funny? Like I always wanted to do. Everybody wants to do Punked.
Oh,
Like wants to do film a Punked with their friends.
It was the classic like prank video.
Dude, I love Punked so much, and I thought it was so real until like later.
It is real.
It is.
The only thing that's not everything's obviously staged and they have actors,
Yeah.
but obviously whoever they were punking
Oh,
had
the
no
Punked-
idea.
It is Ashton
Because-
Kutcher show, huh?
Yeah, because like I was telling you that one Ashton Kutcher podcast I was listening to,
Yeah.
where they had him on the show, he was talking about it. Like, yeah, they had no idea. Like, unless one of the actors messed up and gave it away, then that's how I figured out. But other than that, that's why like they got like legit ones where like there was one where Justin Timberlake wanted to fight the guy. And,
Oh, I remember that.
yeah, it was when he was with can't remember her name. Britney Spears.
Yeah.
It was around that time. So yeah, those were legit.
I remember. Ah, man, I wish I could remember more of those
Oh,
episodes, man.
Yeah, but no, yeah. So yeah, Viva La Bam definitely for that one.
All these shows are good too. Like none of these shows suck, dude.
Yeah.
All right.
Uh,
Yep, we both picked Viva La Bam.
Next we got Parental Control versus Room Raiders.
So Room Raiders actually made advanced for me because I don't really watch Parental Control.
Do you remember Parental Control though?
You were talking about it earlier. Is that the one where like the girl like? Can you explain it?
Okay, so Parental Control was, it'd be either a guy or a girl, but it would be people that these two couple that were in a relationship.
Yeah.
And the thing was like one of them, like say if it was a guy and he was dating this girl and the girl was like a complete bitch and she was like mean to him, then the parents were like, I don't like her. She's always doing this and she's always doing, and it was always like something extreme, like
worst girl.
She steals money from him and she cheats on him and he still keeps going back to her. So like we want to find someone else from our son.
Yeah.
So what they would do is they would have the girlfriend and the now boyfriend and then the mom and dad, they all sat in the parents' house living room.
Yeah.
And on the TV they would the guy, it would be 3 guys or 3 girls, whatever. They'd come in and they'd like be like, "Oh, I'm here to take your daughter on a date."
Yeah.
And the parents like, "Oh, I like him. Like he's so respectful."
Yeah.
And they take the girl and they go on a date, and the whole time they go on a date, and the parents, the mom, the dad, and then like the boyfriend would sit there and watch it all.
I remember that, dude.
Yeah, and I remember it was funny because I remember there was one episode where one of the dates took the girl to like an amusement park. And the dad was like, "Oh, look at, she's having fun, and she's screaming, having a good time." And then the boyfriend would be like, "Yeah, well, with me, she screams even louder, like super." And they were just like, "You're so disgusting. This is why I gotta get rid of you. You're sick." And the part that was the best, or the part that was I was like, "Damn, that's fucked up," was at the end. They would be like, after she got on all the dates with all the guys, then like right there, she had to pick between the boyfriend, stay with the boyfriend, or go on a date with the other guys. And like there was times where she'd be like, "You know what? My parents are right. You're a piece of shit. Like I'm dumping you and I'm going with this guy." I'm like, that's so fucked up. Like in a matter of like however many seconds you did this little
you didn't even know this guy.
Yeah, and then it was so funny when they would pick the boyfriend and then the parents were like, "Oh no," and the parents were like, "Yeah, suck it." Like
they would like make out right.
They like grabbing her ass and stuff. But yeah, that was Parental Control.
You guys didn't watch that either?
So it was pretty much parents trying to find for their son or
TV
daughter.
shows were way better back in the day.
Yeah,
they were fun. They were really creative, actually.
The only thing that gets close now is Jersey Shore.
Oh,
on
Jersey
MTV.
Shore
I'm talking
wins.
about MTV.
Jersey Shore wins.
That one could be a '90s show. Like if back in the day, that would have fucking popped off too.
Yeah, I put Room Raiders because
Really?
because at the time when I was filling this out, I totally forgot about Parental Control. I totally forgot the premise of it.
I put Parental Control.
Really?
No, so okay. I thought we were gonna be on the same end.
Yeah, I feel like on both of these, actually, on this one, we'll probably have the same ending.
I think we will.
Yeah, but I think on the next one, we probably won't.
I don't know. Okay, so the next one's Celebrity Deathmatch and Beavis and Butthead.
I put Beavis and Butthead.
I put Celebrity Deathmatch.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, this is good.
I always thought it was so cool because you never knew who they were gonna bring on.
Yeah.
And I remember they always try to get like it was, so like for instance like they would do. I remember there was one where it was Chris Rock versus The Rock.
That's
and then there was one where it was Bam Margera versus Don Vito. Remember that one?
Funny, yeah.
But I don't know. They were always and there was one where it was like Michael Jackson versus Michael Jordan. Like they would always try to
they
pair
had the
them up
most
like
creative. You guys watched that, right? They had the
Yeah.
most creative like matchups.
super
dude.
gory though.
Yeah, dude.
And remember, you gotta remember these are
they pull their guts out and stuff.
yeah. What was it? They were like clay models.
Yeah, dude, that
yeah.
probably took so long to make.
Little
Yeah,
animation.
they
I know you do that
Stop
sometimes.
animate, dude. It's a bitch just
Yeah.
for like moving little things and to make people pull guts out of each other. It's
Mhm.
insane.
Yeah, but so you picked Beavis and Butthead?
Yeah, I would like Beavis and Butthead.
I never thought it was funny. I thought it was all I literally thought it was, which it kind of was just these two idiots like making stupid noises while they watch music videos.
That's us.
I know. Oh. So yeah, so when I watched it, I was like Celebrity Deathmatch was more like
I used to do
interesting to me.
I like Beavis and Butthead a lot because I used to do the Cornholio thing a lot.
I feel like everybody did that.
More for my bunghole. Bunghole.
And everyone just pulled out their shirts over their heads
The
and run
fire
around.
thing, I used to do it all the time, dude. I love doing it because it made people laugh. I used that and then and the fire thing, the fire. Bunghole.
Damn. So yeah, I really thought we were gonna be the same.
Oh, dude, this one's gonna be good.
Jackass versus Wild Boys.
I fucking love Wild Boys though, dude.
I do too because I love Chris Pontius.
This was so hard. Wild Boys
Party
is
boy.
so funny, dude. Like I'd get so excited when it was on because it was always on.
Yeah.
And dude, I love Wild Boys, but like I had to pick Jackass.
Me too.
Yeah, Jackass was like because they came from it mainly. That was my reasoning.
It
I like, they
is what started everything pretty
yeah,
much.
dude, they were. I remember when they got their own show. I thought it was so funny. Like just the intro video, like when Steve-O puts his hand in like that ant glove, and he's like freaking out. Yeah, dude, that shit was so funny, dude.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna lie. For a while, like after Jackass Viva Bam, Wild Boys was kind of boring to me. It was like a crazy National Geographic kind of show.
It's exactly what it was.
Because it was cool, but like you kind of would learn stuff like, this is the King Cobra and he does it, and it was like and like they would do crazy stuff with it and that was it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I picked Jackass, obviously.
The best movies in the entire world. I remember this when Jackass 3D came out. I went to go watch it with a bunch of my buddies, and like, it made you really dizzy, but it was super fun to watch.
I forgot it was in 3D.
But like after it was so much fun, like the flying dildo thing. Like remember when
it came straight at you?
Yeah, it was like whoa. But after that, dude, like every time I've never watched Jackass in the movies, but after we watched it, we all wanted to go do dumb shit. And I remember when we were walking back to the car, there was like this thirst buster on the floor, and when we were like doing dumb stuff, like we were like kicking trash cans over and like jumping into they were kicking trash cans over and like jumping into bushes and stuff and like pushing each other in like golf carts. But my friend saw this this thirst buster on the floor, and then he just runs up into it and he's like, ah, and he like kicks it, and it's like full of slushy, and then it just went boom and like exploded, and like everybody got full of slushy. And I was like, yeah, maybe we should stop.
You know what's funny is like we try to like do things like them, but we always did them like kicking over trash cans. Like we were just like being like little shits. Like we weren't doing anything funny or cool. We were just being like fucking
being annoying,
terrible. Yeah,
being annoying, dude. I remember
like you got this prank and just knocking trash over.
When I was a little kid, on where we used to live at 9th Avenue Street, my corner neighbors were like years older than me, and we used to do the shopping cart thing where we'd push each other in the shopping cart and launch each other.
Whoa, you did that?
So here's the thing: is I was the youngest one, so I was the guinea pig, and I was always the one shoved in there. But I only had one condition. I was like, if we pad the thing, so like we would we would take those the pool noodles, and we would like pad the whole thing.
That's pretty smart.
Yeah, well, it was my thing. I was like, this thing hurts. I don't want to do. Dude, I was the youngest one, and like they put me in it, and I was like, God, now that I think about it, I was bullied a lot.
Yeah, you're just stuck in the odd situations
all the time. But they put me in the shopping cart, and they would shove me like into everything. So I was the one that was getting shoved into bushes and shit. But at least I had a padded cart.
Yeah. Damn, you're just getting tossed around, dude.
Tossed around.
You just tell it.
Well, that was a good second round.
Second round. So now this is where it switches.
What?
Because ours aren't the same. So like for me,
oh yeah,
mine's Viva La Bam versus Parental Control.
What'd you put?
Viva La Bam.
Yeah,
obviously.
These are gonna be easy. This top one's be. I put Viva La Bam Room Raiders.
Yeah.
Obvious.
When it gets to that, it's like
Viva La Bam.
Obviously. And then you had Beavis and Butthead, right?
Yeah.
And who was that? And Jackass?
Yeah.
No, Jackass.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I put Beavis and Butthead and Jackass. I put Jackass.
All right. Yeah, I put Celebrity Deathmatch and Jackass.
Nice.
And it's a Viva La Bam and Jackass, right?
Yeah.
And then Viva La Bam won.
And then Viva La Bam won. We have like the same thing.
Get out of here.
Done.
Well, Viva La Bam won that one.
I think when I saw Viva La Bam, I was like, we're going to end up with the same one.
You just put him at the very front and then just filled in the rest?
This one, I have no idea what you have, and I'm actually going to hold it up because I don't want to know.
I don't either.
So the last one we have is 90s Disney movies.
You can read this one.
And the Cell and the Niz are going to like this one for sure. We can get your guys' feedback too.
Yeah, I wonder if you guys are going to agree with us.
Yeah. Well, if you guys let us know, we'll read you off.
Well, how about we read them off, and then we'll ask what they think, and then we'll tell them ours.
Okay.
Yeah. So go ahead and just read off who we have on the list.
So on the list, we have Toy Story, Cars, Tarzan Jungle Book. 2 Jungle movies, dude. That's a good. You thought about this really good. A Bug's Life and 101 Dalmatians. You know what I like? You did Jungle movies, and then you did animal movies.
Yeah.
And then Lion King and The Incredibles.
Yeah.
You didn't do princess movies, which is like, I'm kind of, yeah, that's not us.
Yeah. Plus, I've only seen like maybe 1 or 2.
Me too.
I've only seen like Little Mermaid.
These are all 90s movies, right? Oh, except for The Incredibles?
It was like, what, 2003 or something?
Yeah, you put 90s Disney movies, and then you put The Incredibles on here.
And I don't think, which other one?
Cars?
I don't think Cars was either.
I made the cut. Fuck it. Whatever. It's our show. We can do whatever we want.
Fact check. We got a fact checker in the back.
When was Cars made? I think it was in 2000.
Cars? 2003.
You checked?
No, I'm just throwing a number out there.
2006. 2006? Sal's looking up when first Cars came out.
And then
I'm guessing 2006. Jordan has 2000.
Can you check The Incredibles? Yeah. And for Incredibles, I think it was 2004.
When was
Cars?
Cars is 2011.
Whoa, you're way off, dude.
You were too.
11 years off.
11's when I graduated high school.
Oh, wait. Incredible. 2006.
2006.
For what?
Oh, you were close.
The sequel.
2006 is
Incredibles is 04.
Damn, I was
You were
close.
closer with that one. All right,
All
cool.
right, whatever. It was around our time.
All right, so first
Shush.
bracket is Toy Story and Cars. This
What? What do you say?
It's just funny how it says 90s Disney movies, and they're like, we're so off.
Hey, it was like 2 in the morning when I did this shit.
Yeah, screw it.
All right, so who do you guys say, Toy Story or Cars?
They both said Toy Story.
I also say Toy Story.
I also said Toy Story.
Boom.
You say her. You say Sal's. I'll say Niz's.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna say the same
I
thing.
feel like
They're
you
gonna be
guys-
like,
Do you guys think you'll disagree
One,
on any of
two.
these?
Yeah.
Really?
okay. Next,
Next one is Tarzan and Jungle Book.
Cell says Tarzan.
And then Nizzle says Jungle Book.
I say Tarzan as well.
I say Tarzan too.
ah.
Are you kidding me, dude? The most emotional movie ever?
Ugh.
Movie talking about racism?
And he was ripped.
He was ripped. You remember that scene where he's like, he goes with his mom, and then he walks over there and he was all sad, and he puts mud on his face. She puts mud on his face and realizes, yo, you're black too.
I'm black like you.
Oh, Miss Brown, I'm black like you.
All right, so Tarzan. Okay, so we're close.
Tarzan rules, dude.
It is bad.
I remember, like, you remember that scene where he kills the cheetah? I can't tell me how many times, like, I've, like, got up from the floor like that. Remember, like, he, like, kills it? Yeah, he's like, oh,
yeah.
Dude, you know what
I
you
still felt
should
bad for the
You know
cheetah,
what
though.
you should have put on here?
Huh?
George of the Jungle.
But that's not a cartoon.
Oh, we were going cartoons?
I was going cartoons.
Oh, okay. That movie was so funny when he gets the Nike Air Pumps. Remember that? And he
Yep.
runs back
Yeah.
to get his lady. I love that movie, dude.
It was alright.
Or Heavyweights,
Nah.
the greatest movie ever.
I probably could have switched those out with Cars and Incredibles since those were like 90s.
Yeah, dude. Heavyweights
Whatever.
is probably my favorite movies.
Oh.
All right, moving on. Next one is A Bug's Life and 101 Dalmatians. Can I guess? I feel like you're gonna say Bug's Life, and you're gonna actually. I feel like you're both gonna say 101 Dalmatians. Really? Both of you guys? I was so wrong.
Yeah, you were way off. There's only 2 options.
Yeah.
What'd you pick?
A Bug's Life. I'm a beautiful little butterfly.
I picked 101 Dalmatians.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I think because 101 Dalmatians was like super old,
Yeah.
and I don't know. Like whenever even now I have it on like Blu-ray, and
You bought it?
hell yeah, my top movies I bought on Blu-ray was Toy Story, 101 Dalmatians, and Peter Pan. Like they're just like Peter Pan and 101 Dalmatians are like super Disney to me. Like they're just
Yeah.
like magical.
Oh, that's.
And you know what I really like? I love the intro to 101 Dalmatians. It's like a 5-minute long, like it's pretty long, but the intro is just so cool. You have to watch it. You have to
I
watch
haven't
it.
seen it in a while. Yeah, I said a bug. I love A Bug's
So I
Life.
said
dude. That
101
movie's So
Dalmatians.
funny, man. I love that movie.
It is fun. It is one of my favorite movies though. That's another
Alright.
one.
Lion King and The Incredibles. What do you guys say, girls?
You're gonna say Lion. Sal's gonna say Lion King.
No, you're gonna say Incredibles. You look like Incredibles.
Because Lion King's like a classic.
Yeah, and yeah.
Come on, guys. It's 2 options.
Huh?
What? Something amazing, I guess.
I do it. The best
That's my favorite
scene.
part.
I did. I
God
voted
damn.
Incredibles.
I picked Lion King.
I was gonna pick Lion King just for because it's Lion King.
And because
But-
it's a classic.
But dude, like I love The Incredibles so much, dude.
Whatever. That's my fault. I didn't go off the actual 90s.
The
theme,
dash,
so
like I like when he runs on the water. His little laugh. I've always wanted. To,
yeah, I know. That always gets me too.
I've always wanted to do his laugh.
When he realizes what he can do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. His little laugh. I want to watch a Disney movie now, dude. That movie's so funny. I still haven't watched the second one.
Yo, I'm going to Disneyland in 2 weeks.
I know. I'm
So
jealous.
excited.
Can you bring me back an Incredible shirt?
And when I got her to the park hoppers, we can go to both parks. Huh? I got you guys. There we go.
Bring
Just
me
text
back
me,
a
text your
t-shirt.
order.
All right, cool. Well, that's the first. All right. Okay, so I have Toy Story and Tarzan. What do you?
I do too.
What'd you pick?
Toy Story.
I picked Toy Story too.
Ooh.
Nothing. I forgot what you guys. I should have gave you guys one.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I forgot. I always forget they're gonna be here.
Toy Story and Tarzan. What do you guys pick? Toy Story. Smart girl.
Obviously.
Okay, and then
So this
the
is where it
next,
switches up.
so the next bracket I put there. I have A Bug's Life and The Incredibles. I picked The Incredibles.
Whoa, I would have picked The Bug's Life over The Incredibles.
What?
Yeah.
I
Huh?
don't know. What'd you guys pick? A Bug's Life or The Incredibles? Bug's Life.
Yeah.
And you?
I gotta think about this.
It's a hard one.
Yeah, it's not that hard. Bug's Life.
Yeah. What'd you have for yourself?
Mine was 101 Dalmatians and Lion King.
Oh.
Lion King though.
Yeah.
Lion King won.
All right. So then my finals, I have Toy Story and The Incredibles.
Oh God, I picked Toy Story on that one.
Toy Story, I did.
I picked Toy Story and Lion King.
Toy Story.
Toy Story.
Dude, Toy Story never. Are they making another one?
It's supposedly it's the last one. I think they all die.
Oh, what do you
That's
think's
just
gonna
mine.
happen? Let's talk about it.
I heard it got backed up from the date it's gonna be released.
It comes
Really?
out this year. I thought it was 2019.
It got backed up from the date it's gonna be released. Here's the thing: is like,
There's not a date on my bed. On
No, you're
the
good.
poster, it just says 2019.
No, yeah.
What
but,
can
like,
they-
I heard, I think one of my coworkers told me that like I think in the summer, but it's gonna be like later in the winter.
later in the winter,
Hmm.
dude. What can they possibly do?
Yeah, because Andy's already in in college.
Andy left to college.
His kids probably know.
What if he gets into his kids?
No, but they already gave it. They're giving away. Remember in the third one.
huh?
I don't know what. So I did see. I don't know if any of you guys seen, but I seen a little preview, like a little trailer.
What?
And so I watched it and then I read this little article and they were trying to like analyze like the trailer, and it's all the regular toys from the first one, and then out of nowhere is like a made up toy, like it's a spoon. Yeah, it's a spork with like a face drawn on it. So yeah, and so like they tried to, I think, and like when they analyzed it, they were like maybe that they're going away from like toys and like nowadays how people just make their own fun and stuff. So like maybe whoever this kid is that has these toys was like, I don't like playing with these toys that they gave me, so he like gets creative. But I thought about it, and it kind of goes back to the first one. Remember when Sid kind of just ripped apart the toys and made the other
Yeah,
one? Like
yeah.
I feel like it just goes back to that. Like he's
Oh,
just being like creative and like making his own toys.
They trump me, dude. I have no idea what they're trying to do.
I'm telling. I think they're all just gonna die. They have to.
Oh, that sucks.
Have you seen the poster? It's like Woody like tilting his hat like bye.
Oh no!
I'm
What if
probably
they,
gonna
What
cry.
if they get like? What if they're like getting melted? What if it's like a
Oh,
situation where it's like in the future and they're melting them to make like iPhones or something?
that'd be cool.
Oh no!
Go to a good cause. It's always funny because I was thinking about it. Like, what if they would have kept it to where, like, what if like Andy kept his toys even all through college?
Yeah,
Like,
he just kept them, and it's like the scene where like, there's like girls in his room and stuff. He's
Yeah.
like, is that a doll?
It's not a doll. It's not a doll.
It's my friend.
It's an action
Woody.
figure.
What is it? The video? Let me see.
Yeah, it's like 5 seconds or something.
5 seconds long.
Really?
A minute?
Yeah, the one I saw was just the one where they're spinning and then it goes to like 2019 or some shit.
There's a minute. Oh, we'll watch. Oh, okay. It's a minute long. We'll watch it after. Oh God, yeah, we'll watch it after. Thank you.
That must be a different one because the one I saw
Yeah.
was like real quick. I was like, oh shit, then it just
Yeah,
ended.
dude.
But yeah, that would be funny.
Yeah, that would be funny. Well, it was a 90s episode, so I tried to bring stuff around my house that I had. That was 90s.
You
So-
had like 2 things.
I had literally only had 2
You and
things.
us, or those and us.
Yeah, we had our shirts, but I have a duck hunt gun. Bam.
So
Ba
this-
bam.
I have a Game Boy Color, but this one's like out of this world.
So my brother was
It's
like,
like super
my
nerd.
brother was a mega dork, and he has a Game Boy Color. But if anybody had, he had like this flip up for people that are listening. He had like this this flip up thing where like it magnifies the screen. Because if anybody knows, like the screens are tiny on that thing. So like he had this thing that magnified the screens, and it was like it's super dorky. But
I have one of these too, but like a purple one.
yeah, those are bad. Do you guys still have them? No.
Did you? One of these?
Ah,
See, that's what I'm saying, man. We're old.
Yeah, we are.
Did you guys have the little square one that opens up like a little mini laptop?
That's a DS, right?
See, no, that's the rectangle one. No, it was this brand, but it was like this.
It's just
It
square.
was a square one. and
Alex
just opened
had
up
it.
like that.
Alex, actually, I think I have it.
I have 2 of them still in my house too.
Those are badass, dude.
And the games when the games changed, they were smaller.
You know what's funny about Nintendo is like they keep making the same games, but just better, and everybody's down for it. That's the funny
Yeah.
thing. Like, and I'm so in, but it's just funny, like thinking about it. Like they're just making the same thing, but like just new systems. Like James left his Switch,
Mhm.
and I fucking love it because all I want to do is play Mario, like Smash and Mario Kart,
Yeah.
and then The Legend of Zelda.
Well, no, yeah, because especially like us, like as we're getting older, like you have those moments like, damn, like I wish I could be playing like Mario Kart like back in the day.
Yeah.
And then it's like, well, here you go.
And now you can play it like in super high def,
Yeah.
and it's way actually
So-
the new one's so fun. Dude.
It is cool and it's smart.
Yeah. Well, shit, man. Maybe we should end this and play a little bit of Mario Kart.
You keep saying that.
Mario Kart?
Mario Kart.
I know. It's fun, man. I want to play it.
I've never played it actually.
Maybe we'll have to play it one of these days. You got anything else for us, pal?
I think that's it.
I think that's it. We're not gonna do questions this episode. Thank you guys for sending in your questions. Though we appreciate it very much, but we're just not gonna do them this episode. We're just gonna keep it 90s. We're gonna riff for a while, but we hope this episode kept you guys stoked and stroked for another week. First episode of 2019. Thank y'all for listening. We appreciate it. Bye.
Peace.